Hi guys and welcome to Showbiz India. I'm here with Nazanin Boniadi and Anupam Kher. I wanted to ask you guys, when the actual Mumbai attacks were happening in 2008, where were you at the time and what was your reaction?
I was in Mumbai. I was shooting for a film about 8 miles away from actual location. Initially we thought that it was a gang war shootout, but then reality dawned on us and we discovered that it's a siege of Taj Hotel and a terrorist attack. Then it went on for 72 hours and it was like live telecast of something which was horrific, which we didn't want to believe that it was actually happening. We were trying to go and work as volunteers to different hospitals where injured people were brought in. So I was there and reliving, in fact living that whole ordeal.
I was in Los Angeles at home, I believe, and I remember watching it and thinking, just deeply saddened for what's happening and the victims and the community in Mumbai, but also it felt so, it was halfway across the world for me with no personal connection, right? And I remember thinking, wow, this could have happened anywhere in the world. An injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere, as Dr. King said. So I feel like we have to realize that when people are suffering halfway across the world, that we are directly impacted in a lot of ways.
And Mr. Kher, you play Mr. Armie, who is the chef at the Taj Hotel and a living survivor. What was it like preparing for that role?
Well, I didn't want to meet him and ask him and sort of telling him that, okay, tell me how it happened, because it would have been insensitive of me. But because I had personally gone through, and a lot of my friends, their relatives, my own personal friend who was the general manager of Taj Hotel at that time, who had lost his wife and 2 kids, my preparation was done on a personal level, and also then whatever material that was provided to me and my director Anthony Maras, who gave everything that he had. And I think human emotions at the end of tragedy and the sense of loss, you do recount how to go about it on your personal level, I think.
And Miss Boniadi, you play a Muslim woman, and the attacks happened in the name of religion. So what was it like navigating that multi-layered role?
I love complex roles, and I think it's important for us to realize that this film is not anti-Islam. I have Muslim relatives who are very devout, and they pray 5 times a day, they cover. So I never want to take on a project that I feel is anti-anything, anti-faith or anti-humanity. And I think the beauty of this film is in that one scene where I have to prayer scene, where I call it the yin and yang of faith, because on the one hand you have my character who personifies how faith can be used and prayer can be used for hope, for courage, and for life and survival. And on the other hand you have the gunman who shows that faith can be perverted to be used for intimidation and fear and death. And I think we as human beings have the choice to choose how we want to live our lives and how we want to use the faith in our lives, for good or for bad. And I think the beauty of the film is the nuance that it brings to faith, and showing that the other, that fearful, hateful extremism is not the majority. They are a minority and they can be stopped.